Hey guys, Rick Shaw here again, still the 24th, and had the kids out and was riding around on the bike a little bit. Had Big Red out there for a while, rode him, got him covered back up because I think it might rain. Going to cover up the other bike here in a little bit. I was never one much for red bikes, but I have this red one for Wes, and it's really growing on me. We love to ride it. The kids love to we chase around the blocks around here, and it's just a blast. But I wanted to talk about some of the bikes I've had in the past, and if I could have one bike back, and you might be surprised at the bike I'd like to have back. I've had a bunch of them. Honda 750. I had the Water Buffalo Kawasaki 750. I had numerous Hondas, Yamaha, just tons of bikes. One of my favorite bikes I ever owned was the Buell Ulysses. Absolutely the finest machine I was ever on. Just love everything about it. It was absolutely perfect for me. But if I could have one bike back right now, where I'm at right now, it would be my 1977 KZ400. Man, I loved that bike. I got the dang thing. There was a fellow shipping out. He had bought it brand new just recently, and then he bought the dang thing. He had some people polish the cases on it. Had the cases just looking like a mirror. Had it, it was new. It was a new bike. It only had a couple hundred miles on it. And he was getting shipped out. Just boom, orders came in for him. He was supposed to stay, and they had orders, so he put it up for $800 at the time. I think they were around $1,000 new at the time, and he wanted $800, and he was getting no takers. And then I was in the recruiting command, and I seen the day he was shipping out on his paperwork. And so I went to him that morning. He was supposed to be on the ship by, I think it was 2 p.m. And I went to him and said, hey, I'll give you $400 for it, $1 a cc. And he took it. So I got it for $400, and it was, at the time, it was really cool. It was before my Kaw 900. Just beautiful lines on it. It was another red one. It was like a maroonish red. Nice stripe on the bottom. It looked speedy at the time, and it had a disc brake on the front. I remember that. Drum in the back. It was a fantastic bike. I put so many miles on that thing. It was small. Everybody looks big on them, I think. It was small. It was light. It wasn't a super heavy bike, and it went good. Now, top speed on it would do about, on the highway I had it on a couple spots where I got her up to about 91, 92, and then it would like reset itself. It would cut down and drop all the way down to 84, 85, and then it would start building back up again. It wasn't designed for that, but it sure was a great machine. It sounded good. It was very efficient at the time. I took it here all the way up to the North Coast on a big trip on it, with my saddlebags and all my stuff, and just had a blast on that bike for quite a few years. And if I could have a bike back from my past, out of all of them I had, and I even had a supercharged Dynafat Bob with nitrous and ProCharger blower on it, I would still take that KZ400 for just a fun all-around bike to get on, not worry about too much. It came like with a factory type crash bar, starting to rain, and just loved it. So let me go cover my bike up. I'll be right back. Oh, got the little bike covered up. I don't think it's going to be a huge rain, but it's going to be a little bit of one. But that KZ400 I had, 77 back in the day, that was just a fantastic machine. It did everything I asked for it of more. I did take good care of it with oil changes and all that. Kept the chain. I hate chains, but I kept it oiled. It's real cheap around here to get them cleaned up even back then, and just a fantastic machine. And that would be the one I would want today. You can get more. I see a lot of guys riding around on all kinds of really cool bikes and everything, but that was old school, kind of like the one I got now. And I still would like to get another bike here. I've been thinking about it for a couple years, and I still love that XV650. I know in the past I had some trouble with Suzuki with one of their bikes, but it got taken care of. It was on one of my vlogs before. But that was a cool machine. It seems like sometimes I get stuff that you know, that come my way. Of course, it ain't the color or exactly what I want, but it always grows on you. And the fondness I have for that little 400 just never went away. You know, just a super great machine. Kawasaki did their work on that one. Now I've had Kawasaki's after that, and oil burners is what I, on all of them that I had, except the Water Buffalo. That one didn't burn any oil, but the 900 really went through the oil quick. You know, and it was broken properly. And Kawasaki that's normal for that model. You know, that's just what I got. And then I had bought some used 1000s, LTD 1000s. They weren't too bad on oil. Of course, I got them with a lot of miles. I think the one had 42,000, the other one had 48 when I got them, but I got them cheap, and they still ran great. I didn't really have a problem. That's where I learned how to sink carbs. I actually bought the little tool with the little vacuum gauges on it, and learned how to sink them, took them all off, cleaned them up on both of them, because they were old police bikes. And they were maintained well. That's why I bought them. But like I say, a lot of miles on them. But Kawasaki, I wouldn't, I don't think I'd be too hard pressed if I wound up with the Kawasaki. I really like the Versys. The only thing I don't like about the Versys, it seems too big for here. When you drive here, you need narrow as you can get in this traffic. You definitely want a real low speed gear, like on this bike I have right now. The low speed gear is not low enough, because in the super slow stuff here in the traffic, you want to keep on your wheels and up instead of putting your feet down, because somebody will come run over your feet. That's how close they get to you. You know, and me with my legs, you know, I set them out a little wide, and that's all I need to do is somebody bust my leg running into me. So, but I do remember that 400. I know I looked really big on it. I used to have a picture a long time ago of me riding by. Somebody took a picture of me riding by and gave it to me, and I did look like a elephant on a tricycle, that's for sure. But it didn't matter to me. Even now, you know, some people say, "Oh, well, look at that little stupid bike you got and all that." You know what? I got the wind in my face, and I'm telling you what, I'm just happy as a lark to be on it and riding. You know, it'll wind up becoming a tricycle, but before that, I'll have one. The other bike I was seriously looking at is the WR155R. They seem to have them in all the Yamaha dealerships, and it's just a fantastic bike. I might go that route instead of the 650. We don't really have to get on the highway. You know, if we do ride the bike and let's say we want to go back to Carmona, we can go up through the mountains. That would be a blast. They got some good roads going up towards Tagaytay and through. It would probably be a lot of fun riding on it. And we've done it before. When we had the Rouser, we took a lot of trips, you know, on the side roads, because you can't get on the highway. And I did one trip though, where we got on the highway. It said 100cc, and my wife, no, and I said, it says nothing less than 100cc or less, not allowed on the highway. Well, it didn't say 135, so I got on with my Rouser, and I kept it at 60, 65, right in there, and cruised on the highway and didn't have any problems until we got off the exit, and we paid our toll, and then the guy hit us. But 200 pesos in the sink, and everything was good. We got out of there. Now I didn't do that again, you know, but that was a heck of a trip. But driving through the heavy traffic on these bikes here sucks. I don't plan on doing it again. We will make store trips, my wife and I, if we need to run up into town for the store. But you know, we try to watch the times that we go. Last night, I thought it wouldn't be as bad as it was. Coming home was a lot less, but actually, even in Malvar, it was incredibly busy, and it's tough to see. Make sure you got good lights here on your bikes. Make sure you're covered. Now there was a fella said he's going to be coming here in September. Sorry, I forgot your name, man, but I definitely want to take you up on the offer. He said he's got some 3M tape, red and white, and then also some white. And he's got a little vest thing. We wore our vests. These are really reflective, and yeah, I definitely want to take him up on that. If he's able to get in here at that time, you never know the way things flip-flop around here. One of the subscribers said it's like a fish, you know, it just keeps flopping around, it doesn't stop. So eventually they'll run out of air, and maybe they'll just free this place up. The folks here that run businesses are really suffering. You know, there's a lot of places that are completely locked down again. They're not allowed to have people inside their restaurant. I mean, you can't make money in a restaurant unless you got people in the seats. You can't make it on takeout. And then how many people want takeout? I don't want. I don't care if it's my favorite restaurant in the world. I don't want takeout from them. I go to a restaurant because I want to go in and sit down, and I want to have a nice meal. I don't want stinking takeout. I don't care the best restaurant in the world. You know, and it's a shame that businesses are getting smashed. I don't know the thoughts behind, you know, what's going to be worse. You know, nobody ever thinks. They always say, "Oh, we'll just save one life." They don't think about the lives lost because. I just saw somebody sent me a thing about the suicides in this country that went up because fathers couldn't care for their families, so they took the easy way out. They're not counting those. They don't seem to want to count those, and they don't seem to care about those either. They're just going to protect everybody from this thing, and I'm not saying that it's not real. Definitely not. But if you look at the numbers the year before, the standard FLU killed quite as many. Now this is 23,000 out of 110 million over a year and a half, and this was just during their flu season. You know, and it killed many more than that. And nobody was making the big fuss over it. So this just goes to tell you that there's more to this than meets the eye. Use your own common sense and look into it. And don't forget to pray for each other. Definitely in these times, you know, the only one who could turn this around is the good Lord above. And we need to talk to him daily about it. And the only thing that's going to protect you is the armor that he puts on you. So you guys all take care and pray for each other. Rickshaw out.